If you're thinking about doing legal services, you need to be thinking about putting all your eggs in one basket, because this particular course is completely focused on a legal career. Each component is divided into different areas. One component into business, one into law. Then you have 2 particular projects that you do. The employment set project is linked to the 2 core components, and they come together as a package. That's done, the ESP as it's called, the employment set project, with core 1 and core 2, which is looking at business and law. Then you have an occupational specialism. That's dealing with crime and social welfare law. The reason we've picked to do that at this college is because most people are interested in crime. The first thing you think of in law is the television programmes you've watched. It's a familiarity. There is some architecture in your mind, understanding what criminal law is. So it's a little easier to get into. People understand the police because you'll be studying police powers. You'll be looking at custody suites, you'll be looking at sentencing. Moreover, in that specialist part, you'll be looking at other things like homelessness and also looking at bankruptcy. So it's quite a hodgepodge, that particular pathway, but it gives you a real well-rounded look at what the law is. There is some accountancy, don't panic, it's small, it's very straightforward, but you do need to be able to feel comfortable with figures and feel comfortable with writing English. You will go out and do a work placement at the same time. We specialise in learning how to do advocacy. We specialise in learning how to speak, how to put an argument, how to be fluent in speech. Moreover, to actually put an argument on paper and relate that speech to the paper. So you are literally practising for being in court. It's all about getting those core skills, employable skills, all on board, ready for the workplace. So even if you get to the end of the court and you think, actually, law's not for me, you have a real package of skills. Plus, you've got 315 hours worth of placement, which translates to 45 days. That is a massive benefit for your CV. When it comes to enrichment on our course, what we can offer you is the following. We have people from my own professional background. There's a couple of barristers who can come down. One is a KC, very senior, and we also have somebody who's known as a junior, who's been doing it for 10 years. It sounds odd to be called a junior when you've got a lot of experience, but it's something that comes from the past. It's a lot of tradition. And what's so interesting about bringing these people down is they're showing you the tradition. We've done trips to the Royal Courts of Justice. We've done trips up to the Supreme Court and to Parliament. We're hoping to be able to go to Swindon Court. We're arranging this for just after Christmas, so you'll actually see the court in progress. With regards to other particular professionals, we have solicitors who come in and they talk about what it is to be a solicitor, because you see what it is to be a barrister, what it is to be a solicitor. They're 2 very different parts of the profession and do very different things. With regards to other enrichment, yes, we have universities that come down. We have speakers who are telling you how to do admissions. We have an apprenticeship team who comes in and helps you to get your apprenticeship going with as far as the placement's concerned. So you have all the skills about doing letter writing, i.e. your cover letter, your CV, and then you can do things like practice interviews. We have like VR headsets which you can use, so you can have virtual interviews and practice. You can do virtual negotiations, virtual presentations, so you can have a go, film yourself, and with the pleasure of just looking at yourself and no one else watching, sort of self-criticise and learn how to reflect. That doesn't even mention the host that the college actually offer you, which is a wonderful wide range which you can get involved in.
So hi, I'm Grace. I take part in the Legal Services T-Level course, and I'd say my favourite part was definitely the work experience portion, as it gave sort of more practical experience, especially in sort of a job area that's like quite hard to get into.
Hi, I'm Ella. I would definitely say the same. I really like the practical side of things, and how everything that we do, whether it's in class, whether it's the debates we take part in, everything, it goes towards what we'd actually be doing in real life and in the future, and in law firms or in the police, whatever work we want to do in the future. It's very good. It's practical. You get to ask a lot of questions in class, and you're very involved in it. And that's like we just talk, and we're not being
so formal.
Told off. Yeah, we're not our ideas aren't being doled down. We're very encouraged to be open and have good discussions, and that I love.
I went in for one of like the taster days with like my school. I met Kate, and she was definitely a pushing factor on this course, because just like speaking to her and sort of listening to her talk about like the course and sort of like her experiences was definitely really like, it drew me in a lot.
I knew I wanted to be a lawyer or do something in law, and law, it's everywhere, and this course has business involved in it, and I know that I'm either going to work for a business or own a business, so I just thought it was great.